And now, an open letter to Splatoon shippers. Dearest Splatoon shippers, stop pushing your weird-ass ships to normal fans. You all are super toxic and really fucking weird. The only ship that actually makes sense is Perlina, in my own opinion. Don't snap when people criticize you. Don't stop someone from making their opinion known. Quote unquote, as long as it's not illegal, it's okay, implies that as long as it's legal somewhere, it's okay. Shut the fuck up, touch grass, and seek therapy. Best regards, Prez. Smiley face.
Oh my, what the fuck is that? What is that noise? Oh god, what is that? Jesus fuck! What even is that?
Oh, it's just my phone. All that for a Twitter notification. Well, that's fantastic. Well, let's see what the beloved internet has for me today. Well, friends, I believe it's safe to say that Twitter is not my friend, nor is it anyone else's friend, because what I was subjected to on my home feed was not something I want to easily reminisce on. I mean, even now, when I take a look at my home screen here on my iPhone 15, it's still something I'm too scared to open the app to delete my account. I'm too scared to even look at this section of my home screen. I'm so scared I can't even get the guts within me to delete this app. I mean, look at it. Look at it sitting there menacingly on my home screen. I can't delete it, fellas. I can't. It terrifies me. It's just sitting there menacingly. Now, this is the part where I decided to give you fellas some, a bit of backstory, right? It all started one fine day on the Fry Gang Discord server that I'm a part of. By the way, don't join this hellhole. It's bad. I'm definitely not going to leave a link in the description. That would be pretty counterintuitive. Please don't check in the description of this video for a link to this Discord server. It's definitely not going to be there. Anyway, continuing on with today's story. One day in the server, there was an individual who decided to share their art on the platform, and by all means, share your art, share your thoughts, share your opinions. It's all accepted here. This is one nice little spot for anyone to come in, hang out, share their creations, share their plays, their strats, as you may put it. And then all of a sudden, they decided to, just one day share their art of them shipping the two idols from Deep Cut, Shiver and Fry. And, one person on the server didn't like that. And, by all means, express your opinion, because that's, what they're for. And this individual didn't really like that. So, what did they do? They're like, hey man, shut up. I don't want to hear your goober ass thoughts on my drawing. Fuck you. Fuck your family. I don't want to hear it. I already hear it enough on Twitter. I don't need you spouting the same nonsense, you fucking goober. And, it wasn't very nice of them to do that. So, like very nice server staff, me and a couple of others, you decided to say, hey man, that's not okay. If they want to express their opinion, let them. They're not harassing you. They're just stating what they think of your drawing. They just want to let you know how what they think of your vision, okay? They're not harassing you. They just said it once. It's no big deal. And we thought we would just leave it at that. But no, this individual, what he did instead was he tried to bicker with us about why it matters what this person thinks. And here's my thing. I've made my fair share of drawings. I don't share them publicly, like, just because I don't want to. It's not the best. But he was just saying stuff about, I care about my vision. Like, bro, here's the thing. Here's the harsh reality. As long as you enjoyed the time you took to make that drawing, you shouldn't give a flying fuck about what anyone else has to say about it, unless you're desperately looking for that constructive criticism. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against anyone looking for this constructive criticism. My thing is, if it's one person who I've personally seen stating their opinion on a public server, it doesn't constitute them harassing you. They have enough reason to go and explain their thoughts. You don't have to stop them from giving their opinion just because you don't like it. And because you've supposedly seen it multiple times. Obviously, if people don't like it, it's because they don't like it. They don't think it's a good pairing. They don't agree with your vision there. Now, this individual did end up getting banned from the server. All right, that's the good ending. But then it led me into this whole rabbit hole about shippers in general. Think about it. Have you ever seen a sane shipper before in any fandom, right? Let's look back at My Hero Academia. There were shippers that are so fucking toxic that they even had to harass the authors of the series themselves to make their ships canon. Do you realize how fucking unhinged that sounds? That they aren't accepting your vision and wanting to go with their own vision for their own story? Would you want that to happen to you? If you were making a story with all these characters, would you want people to force your hand and force these relationships that are completely unnecessary to the plot of the story? As I mentioned before, the only possible ship that actually makes sense in Splatoon is the ship between Pearl and Marina in the game. Why am I saying this? Because Nintendo themselves have opted to go down this route in side order. When I felt lost and directionless after deserting from the Octarian army, it was Pearl who showed me hope. The two of us formed off the hook, and ever since, I felt like I'm just waiting to wake up from a dream. Sorry, something's in my eye. Do you see what I mean? Now, after this whole ordeal happened, their tweets have started to just flood into my home feed. Like, not the following, because I don't follow this person on Twitter. It shows up on my For You tab on Twitter. And every single tweet that I see them, like, repost has some of the most unhinged shit I've ever seen in my life. There was even a fucking tweet that this individual made where they state that, hey, like, we don't care about your opinion on, like, our ships or shit, or some shit. And then in one of the replies, because this was a tweet that happened after, like, the whole situation on the server went down, they replied to someone who was talking about like Callie and Marie, how people were shipping those two characters. Now, mind you, Callie and Marie are cousins. They are family. They are directly related. You want to know what this person replied with? As long as it's not illegal, it's okay. Now, let me tell you what's wrong with that. When you say as long as something isn't illegal, it's okay, it directly implies that as long as it's legal somewhere, it's fine. Now let's turn to the laws in the United States. In New Jersey and Rhode Island, incest between consenting adults is not a criminal offense. So in their peachy little world, this would be okay in their eyes. A normal person would reply, as long as it's not fucking weird and illegal anywhere, it's not okay. That is the most unhinged shit ever, bro. Just flat out say, don't even ship them, because it's not okay. If it's not morally okay, it's definitely not okay. Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, stop shipping characters that don't need to be shipped. You're fucking weird and super toxic for that. I've seen people get doxxed for criticizing someone over a ship. The shipping community is so fucking unhinged, bro. I don't know how any of you thrive on this shit. It's so weird. Go find some fucking FBI watch list to be on, bro. It's absurd to see the amount of people who act like this over a relationship that will never be canon. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, oh, Brez, you banned this person over not liking someone's opinion? How could you? Let me just preface by saying this person continued to just taunt everyone and be just extremely toxic to everyone. And honestly, they just didn't have a role in the server at all. Like, they didn't even have a position to be, because it's inclusive to everyone. If they're going to act like a dipshit, you have no place to be with others. Especially if it's over a ship like this. Now, supposedly this person is going to be exposing me on Twitter. So if I do end up getting canceled, I just want to say, thank you all for giving me a platform. And I probably will never make a video again.